This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu with me, Evelyn Matthew.
Ndtv-Hindu accessed more information on how the cops nabbed the kidnappers. I'm Salim. I'll bring you more updates on that in a short while from now.
Well, that big story and plenty more lined up for you at 8 p.m. tonight. Before we head straight to those stories, a quick look at the headlines. A day and a half after the kidnap, the abductors of 13-year-old Kriti Vasan are found. They are engineering and business graduates known to the family. Meanwhile, Amma uses the opportunity to strike her enemies with the incident, blames the DMK's soft approach for such increasing crimes. The state government declares free swine flu nasal sprays to all enrolled under the Kalingner health insurance scheme. As Dravidian biggies step up their fired-up battle over Kaveri, the helpless farmers are left in the lurch by the side of their overflowing sorrows. The curse of the stinking city sewage dries up a potential tourist spot in the heart of Chennai. And goddess Lakshmi rolls out the carpet of brands and luxurious gifts for the tech gurus in town. And here's a look at the national headlines as well. 3 days ahead of Barack Obama's visit to India, big-ticket items are on the agenda, but a permanent Security Council seat may be difficult, says the president. But it's been a drubbing for Democrats in the midterm polls. It's the biggest swing since 1948. Indian-American Nikki Haley wins South Carolina to become the first minority governor in the state's history. The Navy says it's never given an NOC to the other society. Documents indicate the state government captain on Kargil. And former cricketers of the Indian team are set to contest the Karnataka State Cricket Association's polls. Well, our top story, the operation behind nailing down the abductors of 13-year-old Kriti Vasan has finally come to an end. The two kidnappers, who are in police custody now in their late 20s and have graduated in engineering and business administration, but they have been unemployed for a while now. The young men were looking out for easy money and plotted the kidnap. Police have said that the abductors were known to Kriti Vasan's family and were finally tracked down to Tirumangalam area using mobile signals. The top cop has also revealed that the ransom amount of 1 crore rupees that was paid to the two men was also recovered in the process. This comes within 2 days of the kidnap that took place outside the boys' school. He was released just yesterday, but the police are also still interrogating the two men for more details, and they will be produced before a court and remanded to custody following that. Meanwhile, the Chennai City Police have said that they will launch a major operation to sensitize schools and parents alike about the need to install CCTV cameras at campuses in the city.
We have caught hold of two accused. The names are Vijay and Prabhu. Both are technical graduates. One is Vijay is a MBA from the University of Purple, UK. He passed out of the university last year, 2009. Prabhu is age 29. He's done his DME from Perambalur and he's done his part-time BE also. He's working in Singapore for some time. So both are known to one another, friends and also cousins, I think. So they planned to kidnap this boy because they thought the father was rich, they could get some money. So they were picked up this morning.
Well, after a sleepless night of anxiety and fear, the kidnapped boy's family heaved a huge sigh of relief after their son came back home hale and hearty.
The incident நடந்த உடனே immediately நான் போலீஸ்க்கு கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணேன். அடுத்த 15-20 நிமிஷத்துல ஜாயின்ட் கமிஷனர் டிசி என் பையன் ரிகவர் ஆவற வச்சோம் அடிஷனல் கமிஷனர் எல்லாரும் வந்து ஒரு நிமிஷம் கூட தூங்காம என்ன வந்து இப்படி பண்ணனும் சொல்லி எனக்கு கரெக்ட்டா அதாவது வந்து அவங்க வந்து அவங்களோட பையனா எப்படி இருப்பாங்களோ அது மாதிரி எனக்கு வந்து full support எடுத்து entire police team was with me எனக்கு எப்படி பண்ணனும்னு சொல்லி இந்த பண மேட்டரில் வந்து எனக்கு பையன் வந்து வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுல அவங்களும் தான் இருந்தாங்க. என்னோட குறிக்கோள் அதான் இருந்தது. இவ்வளோ பணம் கொடுக்க வேணான்னு சொன்னாங்க. பட் எனக்கு வந்து பையனோட லைஃப் முக்கியம் அப்படிங்கிறதுனால நான் அவன்கிட்ட பேசிக்கிட்டே இருந்தேன். பட் எல்லாமே வந்து இவங்க டாக்டிக்ஸ் எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறத அவங்க சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தாங்க. அதுபடி தான் நான் பண்ணேன்.
And joining us live right now is our crime reporter Salim, who has been tracking that story very closely. He joins us from the Hindu studios. Salim, first off, why was the police waiting for an entire day's time to nab these two men, even though they've been claiming that they knew their whereabouts?
Yeah, initially police said that they would have carried out a storming operation, which means the police would have opened fire. But the police learned that these two kidnappers are not professional kidnappers, and that these two kidnappers, the police say that as they are not very professional, the police have actually refrained from doing so. Initially, there is another important thing. Once if the police start attacking the kidnappers, there are chances that the boy may be assaulted during the operation, and hence the police refrain from doing so. So initially the police, in fact sources have been saying us that the city commissioner of police promised the government that he will come back with the boy, and hence the police did not want to entertain any storming operation as of now. Even city stop cop Mr. T. Rajendran said that the operation was headed by Mr. Shakil Akhtar, Additional Commissioner of Police. Mr. Shakil Akhtar, Joint Commissioner, and along with 10 other armed security people were there near the house when the transaction took place. But however, the police refrained from doing so. The boy's father took 1 crore rupees and he handed over it to the kidnappers, and the kidnappers then pointed to the boy's father to take a look at the boot space of the car, and thus the boy was rescued. And the police waited, they tracked the mobile signal, and after a one-day operation they zeroed in on the accused and nabbed the kidnappers. Evelyn?
Right, thanks very much indeed, Salim, for joining us with those updates. Finally, the operation over and the police really nabbing those two criminals there, but interrogation still on. Meanwhile, the state's politicians are using this incident to strike each other with charges of mismanagement so as to get a few brownie points ahead of the polls next year. The main opposition leader J. Jayalalitha today hit out at the ruling DMK for being too soft on the kidnappers, a reason which she says has been good enough for the number of such abductions and murders in the state to rise in the last 4 to 5 years. She's also expressed her shock over the huge ransom that was demanded by the graduate criminals in this case. Well, staying with news from the state, more than a month after the state's chief minister made his promise to make swine flu vaccines accessible to the people in the state, nasal sprays have finally been made free across Tamil Nadu. Currently, this facility is available in Chennai and will be made available in other parts in a week's time. And our health reporter Nithila spoke about the availability of the sprays in the state so far.
Almost 2 months after the Chief Minister promised them free nasal sprays for swine flu available in the state. Right now the project has started only in Chennai. It is set to cover the entire Tamil Nadu in a week's time. But there's a catch here. Initially it was supposed to be for people, all people below poverty line. But the government had a problem determining the number of people that would be demanding for these vaccines, and there was a confusion over what documents the people could produce to avail of these vaccines. Therefore now finally the government has come to the conclusion that anybody who is enrolled under the Kalainar Health Insurance Scheme, who has a Kalainar Health Insurance Smart Card, can avail of this free swine flu vaccine. As of now, I spoke to Dr. Porkai Pandian, who is the Director of Public Health, recently, just a few hours ago, and he told me that 2.5 lakh consignments of these nasal sprays have been procured by the government as of now. 2.5 lakh more will be procured in a short while and sent all across the state. In Chennai, at present, the facility is available only at the Keelpok Medical College Hospital as of now, but within a few days, he told me that it will be available in the 3 main hospitals, the Stanley Hospital, the Government General Hospital, and also King Institute in Gindi. Apart from this, the government has shortlisted 8 centers across the state in Madurai, Vellore, Viluppuram, Coimbatore, Tiruchi, Salem, Kadalur and Nagarkoil, where these vaccines will be available. The Director of Public Health also made a point saying that because of the onset of the northeast monsoon, the climate is very favorable for the spread of swine flu. In fact, this year alone, swine flu attacked more than 700 people in the state. A few months ago, it caused widespread panic. So right now, the government is giving out these free vaccines.
Now, in the run-up to the elections of 2011, politicians in this state have started to ensure that the list of must-rake-up issues does not go unnoticed. Topping that list is the water war between Tamil Nadu and neighbouring Karnataka. And both Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha have turned the battle for Kaveri water into a war of words between the two Dravidian biggies. But even as the river could just set the election scene on fire, the farmers, who are worst affected in this issue, say neither party has done them any good.
Days after the Karnataka government said a clear no to Kaveri water for Tamil Nadu, the war of words between the DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi and AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha has intensified. In a move clearly aimed at garnering support for the upcoming polls, the opposition leader has not only asked the Chief Minister to take constructive measures to get the Kaveri water to the state, she also went on to list the steps taken by her to achieve the same when she was in power. Amma was quick to remind people of her 4-day hunger strike at Marina Beach in 1993 when she was the Chief Minister. Her reaction to the DMK's accusation that she was inconsistent on the issue.
Of course, elections are coming and suddenly she's become very interested in the Kaveri issue, and we know for what.
But while the two parties are busy trading words over the issue, the farmers in the state believe that these are empty words that can do nothing to quell their overflowing sorrows.
தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் இன்னைக்கு நீண்ட அறிக்கை மட்டதெல்லாம் விடுறவர். இந்த 2007 உச்சநீதிமன்றத்தில் போய் மனு போட்டவர் அந்த மனுவை ஒரு விரைந்து விசாரணை நடத்தி அந்த வழக்கு ஒரு முடிவு கொண்டு வரணும்னா நேரம் ஒரு 3 ஆண்டு காலத்தில் தமிழக அரசு முயற்சித்திருந்தா முதல்வர் முயற்சி இருந்தால் நிச்சயமாக முடிச்சிருக்க முடியும்.
With Karnataka not following the order of the tribunal for years now, this outburst of support from both the AIADMK and the DMK is seen as nothing more than state setting for the upcoming polls.
அண்மையில் கர்நாடகாவில் கட்சிகள் எல்லாம் தங்களுடைய வித்தியாசங்களை மறந்து ஒன்றாக கூடி அமர்ந்து பேசி நாங்கள் சட்டத்துக்கு புறம்பாக தான் செயல்படுவோம், தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு தண்ணீர் தரமாட்டோம்னு ஒரு தீர்மானம் போட்டிருக்காங்க. இப்போ தமிழ்நாட்டை பொறுத்தவரையில் குறைந்தபட்சம் அனைத்து கட்சிகளுமே ஒன்றா உட்கார்ந்து பேசுகிறதுக்கான ஒரு சூழலே இல்லை. இப்போ திமுக அந்த கூட்டத்தை கூட்டினால் அதிமுக புறக்கணிக்கும், அதிமுக அந்த கூட்டத்தை கூட்டினா திமுக புறக்கணிக்கும்.
Rains may have helped Kaveri Delta farmers in Tamil Nadu to tide over the present water crisis, but when monsoon fails like in the past, they will definitely curse the political parties which look at this only as a poll plank. In Chennai with Peer Mohammed, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV-Hindu.
Well, still ahead on Headlines Now is a story that will make your hearts race, and watch every heartbeat while that happens.